Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got it out. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arkansas's offense will get first crack at it here. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. First down here for the offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Tiger! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feel this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
All the way out to the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Right on the money. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Off play action on first down. He'll pull it down. He's past the 30. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
it's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Taylor wants to throw it. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Auburn! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great play on defense there. Was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Taylor wants to throw. Fakes to grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Finds a little space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle. It's Davidson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep...
Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Under fire. Oh, he's got some space. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The carry going off right tackle here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Quarterback quarterback will keep it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Davis. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit.
Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Flames. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Quickly to the tight end. Made a defender miss. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew it. Man, that sucks.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football.
There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the single back. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. This is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Coastal Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Find some fresh air. He's out past the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we played 3 quarters. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Taylor wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires left. A strike downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Here's a heap. They get to him as he throws.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Thomas looking to fire. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They took it 68 yards on that drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. On the run, it's Henderson. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henderson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Hauls it in. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. He wants to throw it again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He makes the grab. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. The offense changing the play. Taylor wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Continues to fight for yards. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Thomas back to pass. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big foot motion.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quick handoff. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 42. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the left. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and